So we are back with a new tutorial. Hi, this is your Indian clothes designer, and I am a digital fashion content creator, and I teach digital fashion related content on my YouTube channel. Please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's get started with learning something new related to CLO3D. So, in basically any Indian garments, you see there is a lot of embroidery, there is a lot of a drama going on, and today a teeny tiny part of that is an embroidery, okay? Or else you can call it as a cut work, or else you can call it as an embroidery, anything you want. So, I have put this thing as an graphic and I am going to be outlining it with the internal polygon too. So let me first set my thing into something middle. This thing is not settling properly. If it does not settle properly, our design is messed up. Yep. So when that lines are matched, you're good to go. So what I will be doing is I am going to make very rough shapes of what I see in this drawing. If you're very good at hand illustration and you can snap a picture in your mobile phone and you can import that into your computer using WhatsApp or any kind of pen drive or something like that. You can import it as a 2D graphic like I did. Make sure that you on this show internal lines thing on while you're working on and see what is going on in your 2D window. You have to zoom in very much while you're working. And I am going to be creating a very rough shapes and wait a second. I am giving this a very rough shape. Okay. Same thing with the down part. And then after you complete your internal lines thing completely, you can see what I will do in the next moment. First complete it and then go to the next part. Everything is a very creative way that you can approach using this internal lines. It is on your imagination that how much wild you can go with these tools. Okay, so after that, I am going to be deleting this graphic. I'm totally fine with that. Or else, shall I trace my up one also? Trace that up one, and we are good to go. Okay. Now I will be deleting that 2D pattern so that we can see what we are left with. I wanted a kind of very boxy shape to give that it as a mirror effect. What will I be doing is I will use this as two parts, cut and sew. Okay, still the symmetry is on, so don't worry. By selecting Z on keyboard, select all the lines that we have made. You can assign a transparent fabric or you can assign a matte fabric and make it a metal to give us a mirror look. I'll show you in a minute. So I have drawn some irregular shapes, and while I'm selecting, make sure that everything is selected. And if you're if you have learned the pattern drafting with me in the basic patterns video, you know how I make the patterns as well. Cut and sew. Although everything can't be at once, so we have to do it separately. Cut and sew. So for this, an easy approach will be using A, cut and sew, cut and sew. While working with intricate designs like this, you have to use your A for faster approach. A means you select and move to cut and sew. Okay. Don't delete these things. Just you drag them down and we will see what are uncut. It is giving me an origami vibes. Cut and sew. Even small to small fabric also it is not done. Okay, we are either assigning a transparent fabric or making it as glossy as possible. Now selecting your A, keep your both body pieces aside and concentrate on these things right here. Don't delete them. We are going to be making it transparent so that that design is visible. Now offs that show internal lines, we don't want it to show. You see that emposed look, that is very lovely. I love that. Now select these patterns and I will be assigning to this is your assign button, and if you click and drag and select all the pieces and assign it, they will get assigned. No need of assigning it separately to that, and make the opacity 0 to see that cut work. You see that you can use the same methods while you're using, right? Or you can change the fabric to metal, which will give some mirror vibes, right? After that, you can use your binding tool, bind on the lines, bind on the lines that some red dots might becoming means that they are not uh, very welcoming that binding thing into that internal pattern thing. So what happens if we do this thing? Something like this will come up and this will happen. So don't use your binding tool. If you're still into thing and I want it to be as cut work only, so you can do either that or you can make it a different color and turn down the opacity to give that effect of patchwork. Like, so let's say I have assigned the fabric, but I don't want it to be completely transparent. Apply and close. And if I keep opacity around and give it a silky, shiny fabric, it is a whole other cut work. With this method, you can create n number of cut works. You can change this into mirror work by applying the metal fabric. See that? See that? It'll give that mirror vibes. So for realistic detail approach, what you can do is I have some uh you know stitches, top stitches. So what I will do, I will add it to my object browser and I'll start stitching the ends. Now this stitch is very heavy, so double stitch and see if they're getting along. No, over cast over stitch. No. Let's see with the chain stitch. Hmm. Everything has its own place. So let's use single needle stitch and see whether they come along or not. It's better this way. Hmm. It's better this way. With this method, you can either do the mirror work, which I have done in one of my videos, or else you can completely do that cut work thing. Like, I'll turn this into white and change the opacity and change the fabric type to match. And that will be there. I personally don't like it when it is transparent or see through. I usually keep it around 30 or something like that. So that the fabric is there, but cut work is still visible. So, like this, you can make a number of things. And hope you enjoyed everything of that cut work class. And thank you for joining for learning.